Hi class, my name is Shagun Jain. I'm a CSN LLP and I am working with a company secretary firm since the past 5 years. So at Jahangir Tutorials, I am going to take up this module SBEC module, a few chapters from that module. So let's begin. The chapter that I will be covering today is maintenance of registers and records. Okay, so any company, it has to maintain statutory registers. So why is it called statutory register? Because it is required by law, by a statute. Okay, so it is called as statutory registers. So all the companies have to maintain statutory registers. There are various statutory registers. If you see, these are the list of statutory registers that the company has to maintain, and the name of each of these register is derived from the chapter name. So if it is management and administration, so it's called MGT1 for register of members. Then so if you go to the charges chapter, there is a register of charges, so it's called CHG7. So that way it becomes easy to remember the name of the register. So these are few important registers. Register of members means details of all the shareholders, etc. Then registers of directors and KMP, it would be the name of all the directors who resign, who are appointed, etc. Then there is a register of deposit, meaning all the loans and advances which are taken by a company have to be reported in this register of deposit. Register of charges. So when a company takes a secured loan, so it has to record it in a register of charges. Then there is another register of all the loans, guarantees, etc. given by the company. Then the company would have related parties, right? So for a related party, they would be entering into contracts. So they have to be recorded in MBP4 register of contracts with related parties. I would just like to show you a format of the register of members. I have opened it. So me as a company secretary, we are maintaining all these statutory register for a company. So this is MGT1 register of members that I maintain for one of the entities. So if you see, it would have the details of the name of the member, address, PAN number, etc. Then what are the number of shares held by that shareholder. So this is a typical kind of register of members. Okay. Then other books and registers to be maintained by companies. So there is a minute book. What is a minute book? It records the proceedings of the meetings. There are two types of meetings: board meeting, general meeting. Board meeting means the meeting by the directors, and general meeting means meetings of the shareholders, right? So they would all the minutes would be recorded by a CS, and it would be recorded in a minutes book. Then there are books of accounts. These contain all the financial statements and financial transactions of the company. Then whoever attends the meetings, their attendance is maintained in register of directors, attendance at board or committee meetings. And for the general meetings, the attendance is recorded in a attendance record of members at general, right? So these were the documents and books registers to be maintained by a company. Now coming to any other enterprise. So what kind of records they will keep? Any small enterprise, आपके पापा का business है, तो वो किस चीज के records maintain करेंगे? Mostly it would be income records, purchase record, cash record, and bank records. So let us study a little bit about each of them. Income record. So what is income record? Like whatever the company is earning, okay, whatever the enterprise is earning, that would be recorded in the income book. Why it is necessary to maintain an income book? So that you come to know exactly how much you have earned. So if there is income, so there will be expense also. You need to know what is the profit of the company, right? So there is also an expense book. In that you will maintain whatever are the purchases and expenses made by the company, right? Then there are banking records. So the company, it undertakes transactions, it would be in check, etc. So that would all the records of all the withdrawal made, all the deposit made, किससे आपने money लिया है check में, किसको check दिया है, it would be maintained in banking records. Lastly, there is cash records. So mostly the company enterprises do bank transactions. However, we cannot say that they do not do any cash transactions. So where do you keep a record? आपने कितने पैसे किसको दिए, किसी से लिए हैं? छोटे छोटे vendors हैं आपको आपके, तो आप उन्हें कैश में पेमेंट करेंगे, तो वो आप सब मेंटेन करेंगे कैश रिकॉर्ड्स में, राइट? Coming back to the statutory registers, where do you maintain the statutory registers? Mostly it is maintained at the registered office of the company. However, it may be maintained at any other place in India, provided that the members, the shareholders of a company have approved it. How many shareholders? At least 1/10 of the total number of shareholders have approved it by way of a special resolution, right? Then next is the inspection of statutory registers. So if you're maintaining register, for whom you are maintaining? For the directors, shareholders, the creditors to review them, okay? So it shall be kept open for inspection by any member or debenture holder, other security holder or beneficial owner without the payment of anything. And उसके अलावा अगर किसी को देखना है आपके statutory register, so they have to pay a prescribed fee for that. Next, how do you maintain the statutory register? So either you may maintain it like this in copy, you can say soft copy. Otherwise, you maintain it in a book. It is a big register book, and then there are gaps in the book. One will be register of members, register of directors, etc. So either you maintain it that way, or else you maintain it in a soft copy in your system, and you have to update it from time to time. Yeah, so that's about it. It was an easy chapter. I hope you all like my video.